You're number one.
There's a bee on your arm. And I'm like, okay, here we go.
Alright, hello everyone. So as you guys have noticed over the past couple of months, I do have a little bit of an accent, but that's because Spanish is my first language. I was born in Mexico and I lived there until I was about 8 years old. And when I moved to the United States, I was kind of lost because I didn't speak any English, so I was just kind of sitting there in class wondering what was going on. But my teacher was bilingual, so she did help me out a lot, and I became fluent after a year or two, and that was pretty good. But my mom, even though she's lived for 10 years, she still doesn't know how to speak English. And I think that's an issue because I believe that everyone should be fluent in 2 languages. Because up to this day, she sends me messages wondering what she's reading, and I think she should do it by herself because she's lived here for 10 years. So as a result, I want to say buenos días amigos y amigas. Hoy nos vamos a divertir mucho, which means good morning, friends and girlfriends. And we're going to have fun because today I'm going to try to tell you why you guys should learn another language. So raise your hand if you already speak 2 languages. Alright, that's almost half the class. That's good. So if you guys already speak another language, you guys are ahead of other people because learning a new language is very beneficial. You get better work opportunities, you actually have an advantage in school, you had a better understanding of different cultures, you increase your social skills, and it's healthy for the brain. Learning a new language can be very difficult, but at the end, all the benefits you get from it are really good, so I recommend everyone stops it. So first of all, there are better job opportunities if you know 2 languages. Whether you're an engineer or a business person or you just have to travel around the world, knowing another language is beneficial because you can talk to other countries and expand whatever you're trying to work on. This also works in small jobs like retail. Like I live 10 minutes away from Mexico, and I worked at a Hollister. So since a lot of the customers over there are Spanish speakers, I actually got double the hours of some people because I spoke Spanish, and that got me more money. So yeah. Also, people with 2 languages generally got a higher salary. An article by Susie Poppy entitled "Want to Boost Your Salary? Try Learning German." It shows that Spanish is worth up to 51,000, French 77,000, and German is 128,000, as seen by this graph. And they're actually in euros, so that's more American money. So although Spanish is really low, only 51,000 euros over your lifetime, that's an extra 51,000 I'm earning just because I know how to speak Spanish. But as you guys can see, you guys can learn other languages. It just holds an advantage over something that's difficult, but you'll get a lot of money out of it. Another essay by Laura Morse entitled "Why It Pays to Be Bilingual." It shows that on average, bilingual pay differentials range between 5 and 20% per hour more than the position's wage rate. So this 5 and 20% accumulates over your lifetime. Aside from that, if you want to work in international, you can be your own translator, and you don't need to hire a translator to do all your things. And also, between languages, there are a lot of things that are special to a certain language. So you'll be able to communicate your ideas more in the way you want to communicate them, because some things get lost in between translations. But you know your own ideas, you'll be able to explain it differently, and you'll save that money from that. Also, aside from work, I mentioned that this is better on school. On a report by Harry Anthony Veterans, it was found that students of bilingual schools in Guatemala have a higher attendance and promotions rate and lower repetition and dropout rates. I know this is in Guatemala, but it can be the same sample size in the United States. And then if we do it in the United States, we are a global leader, we can expand them all around the world and try to get more schools that are bilingual so our students can get better. And another article by Arborough entitled "The Cognitive Development of Bilingual Children." Results reveal that bilingual children were significantly more capable of multitasking and mental holistic awareness. This is because most people that know 2 languages grew up learning both languages. So since they have to switch from one language to another all the time, it helped multitasking in their brain. And yeah. Learn another language. Another language will also help you get a better understanding of other cultures. An article called "The Effects of Minority Language Literacy on the Academic Achievement of Vietnam Students in New Orleans" Carl Bankston found out that researchers have examined the access that bilingual children have to positive cultural capital in their early families and found that it was positive. So basically, if you know another language, it automatically gives off a better cultural vibe, and people that know you will get to know your culture better. Also, if you know another language, as we heard from Charles the other day, we were supposed to study abroad. So, from here, you can see the countries whose first language is, official language is English. But if you learn one more language in Spanish, you can now travel most of South America and Central America. Knowing another language will give you a better communication with other people all around the globe, and that's just a good thing. Another article by Wen Jui Han, entitled Bilingualism and Social Emotional Well-Being. It saw Latino children who spoke non-English language were doing as well as their white English, monolingual peers in social emotional well-being. So basically, since they were able to communicate with people of two different cultures and two different languages, they were able to be more social in general, and that helped them out of their social skills. Then on the cognitive benefits of being bilingual, Bayorka Marian showed that researchers have found that the bilingual brain can have better attention and task switching capabilities compared to monolingual brain. So basically, us bilingual people are really good on listening. So if you guys want to have a conversation with me, I'll be good help. The last point I want to make in learning a new language is that it's actually pretty good for the brain. An argument by Judith Bhattacharjee on why bilinguals are smarter. It read that individuals with a higher degree of bilingualism were more resistant than others to the onset of dementia and other symptoms of Alzheimer's disease. Since learning a new language helps you use more parts of your brain, it actually strengthens it, so in the future you fight against diseases like that. Before, it was thought of that it was bad to learn two languages because they thought it interfered with knowing one language to full capabilities, but then research later on showed that it actually does help, like I've said before. An article by Gaia Vince called The Amazing Benefits of Being Bilingual showed that bilinguals have superior ability to concentrate, solve problem focus, and have better mental flexibility and multitasking skills. Also, we are better at remembering things. Since we have to memorize a whole new language, that's a lot of tough work, but that practice actually helps you out in other topics in school, such as math, science, and comps. On an essay by Elma Bloom called The Benefits of Being Bilingual, Working Memory in Bilingual Turkish Language Children, research showed that bilingual benefits are found beyond inhibition in working memory tests, as I've said. So picture this. 50% of the world is bilingual, but only around 17.9 in the United States are. Language is obviously the lingua franca of the world, but China is growing in terms of economy and language since they are a really fast expanding population. So with their economic power, they could actually take over English as the lingua franca. So it's going to be really important to learn another language such as Mandarin, which is one of the famous languages. As you can see from here, as of right now, the percent of the population that owns English is really close to Chinese. But as I said, research has showed that it is Chinese is expanding faster than English, so it's possible that it will be overtaken by the year 2050. If this happens, the United States is going to fall behind the Chinese economy. So what should we do? First of all, we can start taking GEs that call poly, that include English, Spanish, French, and German. Aside from that, we can also try to take online courses, which are what I told my mom to take, and they're kind of helping out a lot. One really good thing I found was that listening to music in other languages helps out a lot because it's catchy and stuck in your head, and you kind of want to know what it is. Like, do you guys remember the song Despacito? Do you guys know what Despacito means?
Slowly.
There you go. Music helps. So, yeah, it's a lot of tough work, but as I said, it has a lot of benefits, and I think we should all do it. So basically, learning a new language only gives you benefits. It gives you better job opportunities, a better appreciation of other cultures, and it improves your brain activity in different areas. Also, you can be my good friend, and we can have Spanish conversations if you guys want to try to speak that language. Although I know there's other languages around the classroom, and I think that's really good. The world is going to come to you more than you're going to look out to the world, because you're automatically more valuable than someone that only speaks one language in a lot of aspects. And yeah, although it is a lot of self-work to learn a whole new language and become fluent, I believe that it's going to be worth it at the end.